Welcome to VARINDIA News Hour. India to have over 250 unicorns by 2025. India will have more than 250 unicorns by 2025. The country has now been positioned as the third largest unicorn hub in the world and surpassing even major countries such as the UK, Germany, France and more. Moreover, it becomes the fastest growing startup ecosystem and creating a unicorn every 5 days. As per the report published in the Economic Times on January 15th of 2022, India with 90 unicorns is the third largest unicorn hub behind the US with 487 and China with 301 and ahead of the UK with 39. Indian unicorns are also exploring the public listing avenues as a next step to realize the growth potential. This prediction comes from the proprietary data analysis of venture growth investors Iron Pillar in its Tech Unicorns Market Landscape Report 4. InMobi was India's first unicorn in 2011. Entrepreneurs are building bigger enterprises at a faster rate. 50% of the 130 companies reached unicorn status in the first 5 years after their initial institutional fundraising. The public listing of 12 unicorns is another indicator of the increasing maturity of the Indian tech ecosystem. While there is a strong belief that this space may reduce a bit in the next 24 months, creating 250 companies with over $1 billion in value by 2025 is an extremely activable goal for Indian founders. India is on a global growth story, thus lots of global funds and investors are chasing assets. The internet companies in India do not even control 1% of the $3.4 trillion domestic equity market. In the US, the internet ecosystem dominates with 40% of the market capitalization. The surge in fund inflow into startups to the digital transformation has disrupted everything in the wake of the coronavirus pandemic. The pandemic-induced lockdowns have driven this rally, and that, along with the huge market potential for these companies, has caught the attention of global investors. Investors are looking for some sparks in new companies as they sit on a massive amount of capital. Unicorns built in India included 58 global cloud companies, 59 B2C, that is business to consumer companies, and 13 B2B, that is business to business companies. An increasing number of Indian tech founders building for global markets from India are choosing to base their headquarters in the US. Companies building cloud products for the world from India are extremely capital efficient, reaching the unicorn status with 42% less capital compared to B2C companies. They also outperform on value creating per unit of capital raised and the number of exits. The average number of fundraising rounds by global cloud unicorns is fewer than B2C and B2B unicorns. According to CB Insight's March 2022 report on the shares of unicorns, India emerged as the third largest tech market in the world after the US and China. Indian tech startups notched $42 billion funding in 2021 alone. Let's look into today's headlines in VARINDIA. Musk secures $46.5 billion in funding for Twitter. A week after making a public offer to buy Twitter, Tesla chief Elon Musk said that he had lined up commitments worth $46.5 billion to finance a Twitter takeover deal. Musk has commitment letter to finance the deal, including 2 debt commitment letters from Morgan Stanley and other unnamed financial institutions and 1 equity commitment letter from himself. Last week, Twitter's board adopted a poison pill defense that could make a takeover attempt excessively expensive. SBI asks its customers not to respond to suspicious calls. India's largest lender, the State Bank of India, has issued a warning to its customers about frauds via phishing through various modes of communication such as messages, emails, and tweets. Spreading awareness among customers about KYC frauds that have been doing the rounds, the bank shared 2 numbers and asked its customers to not respond to any suspicious calls. SBI customers have also been receiving awareness emails on their registered email IDs regarding online frauds. M-commerce is growing at a rapid pace. Like most e-commerce merchants, many brick-and-mortar businesses and customers wish to capitalize on the mobile market, providing not only mobile apps but an increasing choice of payment options like buy now, pay later to ensure continued revenue growth during difficult times. This means millions more daily global transactions and payments. Not only m-commerce has grown, similar uptake of mobile apps is apparent in digital banking, which is also set to see a meteoric rise up to 2026. NSO Group faces legal action after Pegasus used against UK activists. The Israeli company behind Pegasus spyware, NSO Group Technologies, faces the prospect of legal action in a British court after Pegasus was used against the mobile phones of targets in Britain. Lawyers have sent pre-action letters to NSO and the governments of the United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia, claiming that Pegasus was used to spy on human rights activists in the UK. Separately, law firm Bindmans has filed pre-action letters against NSO Group Technologies, the United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia on behalf of 3 people in the UK involved in sensitive human rights work. ITC to buy 10% stake in Blupin Technologies. Diversified entity ITC is set to acquire 10.07% stake in Blupin Technologies Private Limited for up to Rs 39.34 crores. The investment will provide the company an early mover advantage in the evolving content to community to commerce space and will provide an expanded presence in the D2C space. Blupin Technologies is a web and app-based content to community to commerce platform and offers mother and baby care products and services under the brand name Milo. That's all for now. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to VARINDIA News Magazine. You can download the VARINDIA app from Google Play Store and Apple App Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.